All right, look at her. I stickered her up. This is all for you guys because I wanted to tell you exactly what things cost owning this. And you know, we had a little fun with stickering it up, but this is all serious to show you guys what things actually cost. It's honestly quite crazy how much these specifically fairings and rims, and then of course the tank, and the tank cover blew my mind how much that cost. It's actually quite crazy. But the nice thing about this is I'm gonna do full disclosure. So what I mean by full disclosure is I'm gonna show you price point and everything like that, so you guys can see how much stuff costs if you happen to have an accident or crash, or the cases, or just the regular stuff that you do break in a crash or go down or whatever it is. But the other thing I wanted to show you is this is my 2023. This is my 2024 R1M. So that is exactly what I paid for it all. And then of course I ordered the 2025. We will be doing a complete build on the 2025 so you guys can see it at all. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna break it down so you guys can see exactly what I paid. This gives you the education so you guys don't overpay, or at least know what you're getting into. And that's what I'm trying to do. I wanna give you guys the knowledge that you need to make good choices, and then we just wanna have a hell of a lot of fun. We're gonna be doing it this season, but look at this guy. He's stickered all over the place. Looks a little crazy. But what I was thinking is we start with the rear. Let's just go straight to the side panel now. You know this is carbon fiber side panel. We'll just take those off and you can see carbon fiber side panel. You can call it the rear seat fairing, but there it is. So that's what it looks like. It is absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, it is one piece, so it does have a gloss on the inside as well. Now, that one side panel is $1,929.99. It's insane. I want to tell you, yes, these are retail prices. You can get them for a little bit cheaper, but this is just to show you what this costs. It's insane. That is crazy. $1,900, well, let's just round it up. $2,000 for that piece right there. So you know if you have a little fall or a tip, it's going downhill. So that just shows you exactly what's going on here. It's absolutely nuts. Pull the rear rim. This was also nuts. Now you know, if we remove all these right here, get this all out of the way, those are the beautiful R1M rims. Look at those beauties. Ooh, oh. Those are beautiful. And that comes with a price of $1,651.99. Oh my God. Now, what you need to know is that's no hub, that's no bearings, that's no seals, that's no rotor, valve stem. Oh my God. That is so expensive. If you do crash, a couple things that you are gonna damage, which one is not always, but it does happen, is the swing arm. So the swing arm, the subframe, the clip-ons, the front fender, the side little fender there, and the tank. Those, and then of course the ignition cover, clutch cover, or the stator cover, and it's usually just the stator cover, but holy crap, this is insane. So now let's take a look at the subframe. So the subframe is almost 1,200 bucks, $1,130.99. And I want you to know that all this stuff is just the bare minimum. It's the subframe. It's not any of like the little buffers, like the spacers, even the plastic cowl, which is like 100 bucks. It's just the subframe. Same thing for the swing arm. The swing arm is no bearings. Look at that. It's almost $2,000. $1,976.99. It is insane. So I did happen to put just the chain and sprocket, because obviously everybody does chain and sprocket, but $361.99. Oh my gosh. So now we were doing an upgrade here. You can see the exhaust is missing. But what I did do is usually when you go down, you scrape the muffler. So I did put the muffler on, and the muffler is $1129.99. That is insane. This is because you know you can get a really good like M4 for like $880, I think it is. To have this for this much it's crazy. But of course this is all OEM stuff, and OEM stuff costs money because you know it just does. It's not aftermarket. It's with the bike. It's expensive. So it's crazy. And one of the things that I thought was really crazy is the rear set's only 125 bucks. That is nothing, 125 bucks. All I did was I checked this bracket and then I checked the peg. I didn't do the brake pedal or anything like that, but that's not bad, 125 bucks. That's reasonable. If things go crazy and you absolutely destroy the bike and you need a new frame, the new frame is $25,14.99. And the thing that you need to know about this is no VIN. So if you do put the bike together, you have to go through a whole process of going to the state trooper's office and blah, blah, blah. It's a mess. This is what surprised me. I knew the tank was expensive, but what I didn't know, of course, the tank is $2,200, $2,194.99. But what I didn't know was how expensive the tank cowl was. And it is $1,300 for the tank cowl. And I do happen to have number 2204. Some of these prices are nuts. And the nice thing is it's good to show you guys so you can get a little bit of information on what these things cost and why the insurance is so high. So that's what you guys need to know. This is the reason why insurance is so high on these bikes. Usually you go down. I did put them both just for both sides. Obviously the stator cover is not on this side, but I did put them both. This clutch cover, 250 bucks, and then the stator cover on the other side is $263.99. Not horrible. Oh man, the ignition, I know I just replaced one of these. It's about $190. So I forgot to put that in there, but this definitely gets damaged if you crash on this side. And then of course this gets ground down a little bit. The one panel that I did put that's not carbon fiber or anything like that is this panel. This panel is usually blows off when you guys don't put it on correctly. It does contain the ECU, but I figured I'd put that in there. That's $243.99. That is quite a bit of money. And that's why we're paying $26,000 for a motorcycle. It's crazy, but this thing is beautiful though. It is so beautiful. If you do crash, usually you break the fairing stay, which is reasonable. It's $126.99. That's not too bad. That's easy to replace. Now, here is where it gets just absolutely bonkers. The radiator, $443.99, not a big deal. That's not that bad. I was expecting a little bit more, but still quite a bit of money. This complete carbon fiber side fairing that is right here. If we remove all of these tabs, as you can see, the whole thing is carbon fiber. That is 4,000. Dude, it's insane. $4,644.99 for that panel that says R1M in carbon fiber. Now, one of the biggest ones, which is if you obviously head-on collision and crash the front. So first off, I just combined the lights. So there's a lower light, which is the high beams, and then of course the running lights, which are those. Those both came out to $1,512.99. Now, for the big boy, this thing. This front cowl, this beautiful carbon fiber front cowl is out of this world. $5,089.99. It's like throwing money in the trash is what it is. This is just to give you an idea of what these damn things cost. So just imagine Ducati with their wings and their fairings and a single-sided swing arm and repairing. What else they have? Oh, their tank as well. Their aluminum polished tank. Depending on which one you get. The rims, the forks, all of that. Let's see, front rim, $1,753.99. Now, again, this is not with rotors, not with bearings, not with dust seals, not with anything, not with a valve stem, nothing. You have to get that. That's all extra on top of that price. Rotors, not too bad, but that's kind of expensive, $229 a side. And then the same thing with calipers, $520 a side. Now, this 520 comes with brake pads and everything. It's a complete caliper with everything that you need. Yeah, it's just plug and play. Still expensive, but I guess at least it comes with pads. Now, big one. Big. Front fork leg. One single side. Not two sides, not five sides. Just the single side, which is $2418.99. Out of all of that we discussed, it's crazy to see how much this actually costs in pieces. The biggest one that surprised me was the front fender. Crazy. Now, one of the things that I did miss is the mirrors. The mirrors are about $320. And then I didn't really do things like the seat or the levers, but that's just the small stuff. But just to go through so you guys can see what things actually cost. And this is the reason why insurance on these bikes are so high. And then of course, obviously you guys are crashing them like they're going out of style. So that's another reason why insurance is so high. But dude, $3 grand for a tank, almost $6 grand for a front fairing, almost $5 grand for a side fairing. Like, you just tip this over and you're in $5 grand. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, it absolutely leads, you know, maybe it just blows my mind, honestly. So I didn't even go into like what the triple tree is, and then the cluster, because the cluster I know is $1,500. The triple tree is probably $150, maybe $200. But it's just it's a large expense. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show you this. So as you can see, here's my 23, which is the one that we're looking at now. And then if you go over here, this is my 24. So let's break it down. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is, first off, you guys can see what I paid. Now remember, I want you guys to remember this is out of state. So I still had to pay taxes on it. So there was about $2,800 worth of taxes. But besides that, I want you to pay attention to this right here. Look at freight, look at labor, look at dealer prep. Those are additions that you do not need to pay. It doesn't matter what dealership it is. They don't need to charge it. They're charging you every bit of those 3 items, 4 items there. They're making the money. So that's what you guys need to pay attention to. You guys are overpaying for your motorcycle. When they say, hey, I got to charge you labor to put it together, or I got to charge freight. It's a bunch of garbage. Dealer prep is one of the worst things that has come out of the old school when the bike used to be missing the front rim. Now, some bikes still come with the front rim off, but no sport bike comes with the front rim off. So you've got to know what you're paying. So what I paid for the 23 was out the door was $25,434 and adds taxes, so it came out to like 27. So that's what I paid. I paid about $27,000 on that. Now move over to the 2024. I only paid about $300 more, so I paid $25,701. So now what I know by buying these two and talking and getting information and doing the things that I usually do, there is about $3,500 in an R1M. They split it with me. So they took $1,500, I took $1,500. That's the way this dealership worked with me. Now, again, look, no prep, no labor, no freight. And it's gonna be the same for all the bikes I buy. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I bought a ZX6, they said it had to be shipped over here, that's not the case. This is how it works with dealerships. They don't need to pay any of that. They can give you a deal on the bike and they can still make money. Now, do they want to make the most money possible? Yes, that's why they add those in there. So that's what you guys need to know. You need to know that you don't need to pay those prices. And the great thing is you guys might think that this is a fluke. I'm going to go through all the bikes that I have back there, all of them. I'm going to show you the ZX6s I bought. I'm going to show you the SXR I bought. I'm going to show you the ZX4 RR I bought. I'm going to show you all the bikes. I'm just going to break down everything for you guys and get the information if you need it. But that's what I wanted to show you with this. I wanted to show you how much things cost on the bike, and then I wanted to show you exactly what I paid. I'm going to do that moving forward. Expect that with the 25 R1M, and expect that with the new R9 coming out. I'm going to show you exactly what I paid. Now, do I always get a great deal? No. Do I have to sometimes leave a dealership, go to another dealership to get a deal? Of course, because dealerships are greedy. People are greedy. They don't want to give you a good deal because why? They can sell it anyway. Well, the thing is you don't need to buy it. You can walk away. That's the one thing you guys need to learn is you can walk away from stupid sales. 18% on a loan. Like, come on. Why would you pay 18%? That is ridiculous. So anyway, we're going to get through all of that. But this, I just wanted to show you guys exactly what things cost so you can have your mind blown with me on looking up some of these prices. Thanks for watching. I will do this on every bike that I purchased for the new year, and I will give you all the information on what I paid exactly so you guys can enjoy yourselves. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you want help with motorcycles.